Hello viewers, this is Mahantesh Bapri, teacher of English and presently working as BRP Secondary at BRC Vijaypur Rural. I am very happy to bring before you new topic in this new video, that is it focuses on if clause or if conditional. So please welcome to my class dear teachers, friends and students. I think you are at home safe and be healthy. So this is the very crucial time for us to be happy and to be healthy. So this is very important, and try to follow all the COVID rules implemented by government, and mainly follow SMS, use mask whenever you go out, and follow all the rules implemented by government. So with this, let's go to our topic. So if clause or if conditional, it is very important topic in SSLC. It carries 1 mark, which will be asked either in multiple choice question or in fill in the blanks, and it is also very important in any kind of competitive examination. Say for example TET, central TET and Kendriya Vidyalaya examination, and all kind of competitive examination, even in PUC. So this is very important. If you learn this kind of sentence construction of this kind of sentences, your understanding level will be improved, and your expression level will be improved, and your fluency will be improved. So let's go to the topic. If clause means conditional clauses are known as if clauses or conditional sentences. Clauses means sentences, we find. So clauses means sentences, and these sentences tells us about mainly conditions. So if these things happen, what will be the result? So such condition we find. These sentences express an imaginary situation. So these sentences expresses imaginary situation sometime, and our condition we find, and a possible result of that condition. What will be the possible result of that condition, that also they express. Not only that, this kind of sentences consist of main clause and dependent clause. First one we find main clause, and secondly we find dependent clauses. We find two sentences. Clauses means don't get confused, sentence, simply sentence. And these sentences test our grammar skills, how much grammar we know, and how much usage of tense, helping verb and grammar skills we have. So this tests our grammar skills. So we find basically 4 kinds of if clause: zero conditional, first conditional, second conditional, and third conditional we find. So let's go one by one. Fine. So first one is zero conditionals. It is a structure used for talking about general truths. General truths are, we find, scientific truths. Whenever we are talking about scientific truths, then we can use such kind of sentences. So the structure for this, the formula or the structure for this sentence is if plus present simple and present simple in the second sentence. If you heat water, for example, this is first example for you is scientific truth. If you heat water into 100 degrees Celsius, it boils. So first sentence is main clause. If you heat water, then only it boils. So it is second sentence is dependent to first sentence. Fine. If you heat water 100 degrees Celsius, it boils. So both sentence comes under simple present tense. So secondly, if you pour oil into water, it floats. So when you pour oil into water, then only it floats. Both are dependent. Fine. If you don't eat a long time, you become hungry. So this is also for zero conditional. It tells us about some kind of common or general truth. So please note down, pause your video and note down. So let's go for second one. first conditional. So these kind of sentences talks about the possible conditions in present or future time. So this is very important. So the structure here is if plus present simple and in the second sentence also we find present future. So this is the main change. In case we can use will there. So we have to use will there. In the first we have used simple present and simple present. In the second if plus present simple and present future. Sorry, I beg your pardon. So simple future. Simple future. Example for this, if you study hard, comma, you will get good marks. That's it. If you study hard, it is simple present tense. If you will get good marks. You will get good marks here. So simple present tense and simple future tense. We have to use will here. So second sentence, if you practice well, you will get first place. So in the second sentence, if you practice well, it comes under simple simple present tense, and in the you will get the first place, so it is simple future time. So as a rule we have constructed here, and this is used for possible conditions. Please note down. Let me go to third one. Let me go to third one. After all four, we will go for examining questions. Second conditionals. So these kind of sentences, please note down this. These kind of sentences mainly talks about unreal condition or hypothetical conditions. Hypothetical condition means again imaginary one. So for this, if plus simple past, again would sometimes could is used, but generally we use would. There. Could is sometimes used, but it is not generally used. Could is used in maximum cases. Say for example, if you did well, if you did well, you would get good opportunities. First one. Second one, if you took precautions, you would be safe from pandemic disease. Okay, so the formula for here is if plus simple past, would or could can be used. Say for example, if you did well, so it comes under simple past, did. You would. So one thing you must remember, my dear teachers, friends and students, if you find simple past tense or V2, then you must use would. So you must know this kind of clue. V2, you must come to conclusion would. If you did well, you would get good opportunities. Second, if you took precautions, you would be safe from pandemic disease. Again, V2 or verb number 2 and would is used. So think in examination, you have to recognize whether in which tense it is in. Simple past tense, you would. Simple present tense, V1, will. Fine. So this is the clue. Let's go to last conditional, that is third conditional. Third conditional. Third conditional. Please note down that these kind of sentences mainly talk about unreal possibility or conditions in the past. So this focus is on unreal possibilities or conditions in the past time. So its formula, its structure is if plus past perfect tense then would have. Sometimes could can be used, could have can be used, but it is not generally used. In some grammar book we find that could have is used, but generally we use would have. In most of the countries, in most of the learning classes in English, we can use would have. So this is the thing. If you find past perfect tense, had and verb number 3, then you must write would have. So you can be asked in fill in the blank or multiple choice question. If you find past perfect tense had and V3, then you must write would have. With examples, if you had reached earlier, you would have caught the train. Here. So one example is done for you. It is very simple if you had reached earlier. So here we have to recognize the clues. Had is used and V3 is used. So if you find had and V3, then you must use would have. So this is very important. So had and reached, if you find in the sentence, then you must write and fill in the blank or multiple choice question would have. If you had reached earlier, you would have caught the train. So please note down. Please note down this. Let's go for questions. How questions can be asked in your SSLC examination. Please note down. Until you note down, I will clear and I will clean this part of board. Okay, shall we go for examples, questions, how questions can be asked? Say for first one, multiple choice question. If you practice yoga daily, you will lead happy life. Sorry, you will dash is given here. You dash lead happy life. So options you are having will, B, would, C, would have, D, could have. So I told it earlier that you have to recognize the clues in the question. So first one, if you practice, it comes under simple present tense. Again, you have to check the zero conditional or first conditional. So yoga daily, you dash lead happy life. It is not a general truth. So let's go for answer is will. Answer is will. Okay, fine. One more example. One more example with this. I think you have note down this. Fill in the blanks. Such questions can be asked in SSLC examination. So it carries 1 mark. If Sita wrote well, she dash get first rank in the exam. Okay, so again you will be given options, or we can say fill in the blank. You have to fill the blank here. So you will not be given options A, B, C, D. You have to think and fill. So first try to recognize Sita wrote. It is V2 or verb number 2. That's why you have to use. Yes, please tell. Who will tell? Certainly it is would. Answer is would. So answer is would. Simple past tense would. Okay. Correct answer is if Sita wrote well, she would get the first rank in the examination. So in SSLC examination, this topic carries 1 mark. In PUC, in grammar, it carries 1 mark. 1 mark or 2 marks. So please try to note this. It will be asked either in the multiple choice question topic, or it can be asked in fill in the blanks. So I have tried my best to facilitate, to guide you in this topic. So as much as possible, I have taken resources and tried to clarify you. So please note down, and still if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and press bell icon button so that you can get new notification for my new videos. And I request teachers, friends, students, please share this video until it reaches at a remote level student, that student can be benefited by this video, and my effort will be satisfactory. If this video reaches all the students, and I will be very happy that I did something good in this crucial pandemic time, and which I feel very happy. So please, thank you for watching my channel, and please subscribe it, and thank you very much. Jai Hind.